Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this story to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular in working more hard for you. Let us start the day to analyze the movement of S&P 500 futures in different time frames. So friends, here you can see an hourly chart of S&P 500 futures. Here you can see that the S&P 500 futures found a stiff resistance at the levels of 3286 when the US President Mr. Donald Trump announced fresh sanctions on Iran as the Iran attacked the US airbase in Iraq. So therefore I find that this may result in a bearish pressure on S&P 500 futures. Here I find that the S&P 500 futures showed a downward move. So I find that this may continue in S&P 500 on the first trading session of the upcoming week. I find that a gap down opening below the levels of 3232 will result in a sharp downward move in S&P 500 futures, where I find the S&P 500 futures may test the levels of 3181 during the upcoming week, where we will find the S&P 500 futures may see a bounce back from these levels. But if the S&P 500 futures break this level during the upcoming week, we will see the S&P 500 futures to test the levels of 3182 during the upcoming week, where they may found a strong support, but a sustainable move below the levels of 3172 will push the S&P 500 futures up to the levels of 3085. So friends, be ready to see an action in S&P 500 futures during the upcoming week. Here I would like to tell you that why I find this weakness in S&P 500 futures during the upcoming week. So let us see the movements of gold futures to understand the continuity of a weak trend in S&P 500 futures during the upcoming week. Here you can see a daily chart of gold futures. Here I find that despite a lot of projection of a peaceful atmosphere at the international level amid growing Middle East tension, here you can see that the gold futures have been constantly maintaining an uptrend since December 13, 2019, where the gold futures tested the highs of $1611 on January 3rd, 2020, when the Irani commander Mr. Soleimani was murdered in an airstrike by the US forces, when the gold futures tested the levels of $1611 on January 8th, 2020, but when both the US and the Iran stepped out with no war declaration. But I find that after testing the lows of 1542, gold futures have been constantly maintaining a strong upward move. And I find that this upward action in gold futures shows that the growing uncertainty in global equity market is still very high, where the global equity markets may take a nosedive move during the upcoming week, where I find if the gold futures enter in this upward trading zone above the levels of $1585 will keep the global equity markets under bearish pressure, where I find that the S&P 500 futures may breach the levels of 3181 during the upcoming week. So friends, be ready to see an action in S&P 500 futures during the upcoming week. If you find this video useful for you, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.